Back at Norwalk Raceway Park as we continue coverage of the Norris Motorsports Cyclefest. Let's check in now with Griff Allen, who has our Yamaha Minute.
A lot of things are very Americana about motorcycles, and one thing that we see a lot of recently is the cruiser. But what about the super cruiser? Mark, apparently this machine has got the game as far as defining super cruiser. What makes it different than all the others?
The handling is the real package here. It's got a nice aluminum frame, real beefy steering head, and the forks and brakes and suspension are derived from the R1. So it's a road racer in disguise.
But then again, you've got that big, torquey V-twin with all kinds of great throttle response.
That's the stoplight fun, you know. You don't have to, the sport bikes, you know, you got to rev them up to really get the horsepower. And these things right off idle, they just thump right off the line. They hook good. You don't have to rev them up to get power. They got a bunch of torque real easy. Just dump out the clutch and you're off to the races.
Seating position looks really comfortable. The machine looks really wide, really stable. Looks like it definitely wants to hold the road.
Yeah, and they handle so well. You can dive into the corners with these. A lot of the cruisers, the front ends are flopping around a little bit with the V-twin vibration, all that. These got a real stiff front end on them. And you can dive into the corner, munch the brakes. You can do stoppies on these too. Off-road, of course.
Alrighty then, aside from all the performance, we've definitely got some very handsome, good looks to go with it.
Thank you very much, Griff Allen. We joined Funny Bikes now in round 2, and burning out right there is Perry Holly on the Suzuki. The opponent will be Korry Hogan, also on a Suzuki.
And Perry Holly's qualifying time was only a 7:07, so he's got 2/10 that he has to make up on Korry in this round if he expects to advance to the third round.
Well, Korry, first off the starting line, 0.58, so folks, it's over right there. Korry, 672, 203 miles per hour.
Not good.
Second quickest run of the weekend.
Hey, you know, we're just trying to keep this thing together. Got to thank Schnitz Racing, MTC, my parents. We drove 22 hours for this one, so this is kind of a short drive for us from Colorado. So we're just happy the bike's staying together and we're going rounds.
Now we move to the semifinal. Travis Davis, by the way, moved also into that semifinal, where we will find, once again, Glen Nickelberry. Here he goes. Watch him go all the way to the finals on his Kawasaki. But first, he has to get past Korry Hogan on the Suzuki.
Korry Hogan, again, is trying to make it back to being a final round winner. And he's got to get around Nickelberry, who's been the class of the field all year.
Still the class of the field, 665, 213 miles per hour. Boy, his crew always gets so excited.
That button over there we call Don King. When you mash that button, stand your hair straight up.
apparently it worked. He got the reaction time on you, but apparently you're the one that came out ahead on top.
Well, my mechanic always told me, never push the tree because you could throw the whole race away. We got on the other end, just go through. But Hogan's a good guy. Hey, you know, we just love competing.
Wow, I love that guy on top end, Don King button. Let's move in now to Pro Modified semifinal round. We'll pick him up. This is Ron Clark. You just saw Charlie Farrar burn out. They'll stage it up and have a Suzuki, Kawasaki, Ohio, Indiana battle.
Yeah, we'll see if Clark can pull a rabbit out of his hat here. Again, it's going to be tough beating Charlie.
Charlie Farrar dominates, 675 to a losing 696 for Clark.
It feels great to go 5 races in a row. I let the team down a few times last year. Lucky this year, I've done on my game and team's on its game, so we got a good start going this year.
Next up, ladies and gentlemen, from Stone Mountain, Georgia, just north of Atlanta, this is Cootie Thomas on a Suzuki. And here staging up is Mike Caputo out of Toledo, Ohio on a Suzuki.
Yeah, this should be a good matchup. Both of these are trying to fight for their first-time final round appearance. And Charlie Farrar and Caputo are really good friends, so I know they'd like to meet each other, but let's see what Cootie's got for him.
Caputo will go into the final 714, 189 miles per hour.
We had set a little bit too aggressive off the line. We figured we might have had a little room to play, you know, being the last round probably wasn't going to have to lean on it so hard. Figuring we'd have to run Charlie in the final, and I think we found out what the limitations are. So, yeah, we can back it back down, and it'll go a lot faster.
Pro Stock semifinals all the way from the Twin Cities in Minnesota. Todd Daigie pulls up on his Suzuki. He'll be facing the native from Grand Island, New York, Paul Gast.
And all through the semifinals on is just all former Prostar champions. So you got Todd Dage's a multi-time champion up against Paul Gast, a multi-time champion. So this is going to be a tight race.
Gast put a whole shot on him, 0-3-0 to a 1-1-2, and it pays off. Paul Gast wins, 7:19 beats out a 7:20.
On a 7:19, we outran him. He was the fast guy today. Our reaction time was very good, and we needed it on that pass because he was running better than us. So it's a great win for Fast by Gast, and now we run Keith Dennis in the final. Can't wait.
Keith Dennis had the single into that final he's referring to. We'll take a break. When we return, sportsman action. Stay tuned.